all season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Go.
They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. On first down, Wentz. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Not to take him for granted, but it was business as usual for Terry McLaurin, up over 1,000 yards for the second straight year. Now he gets to work with Carson Wentz in Washington, and may be the best receiver Wentz has had to throw to in his entire 7-year career. That connection yields a first down with that throw.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha! Hey, Oregon! Hey.
Lawrence will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. The good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Jones now in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. A A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. They got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. These two teams all tied after one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try now for Patterson. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Robinson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Robinson with another carry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz being chased out left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
81.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Jones will come now in motion right. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Lawrence going to throw again. His throw incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
In motion right is Jones. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Zay Jones, 56 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. on Wentz is intercepted yet again. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz now to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now Wentz. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Jones will come now in motion right. On play action, Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you,
No matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A final shot before half for Wentz. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Lawrence to throw. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown!
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas.
Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again here with Robinson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Wentz to the sideline on fourth down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they have regained the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
And he's got room.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Hey, 4 toes.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd down and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Thomas brings it in.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, it's Wentz. Rolling to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Lawrence.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on third down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 35 on second down, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. In motion right is Jones.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
This complete to Jones. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Yeah.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And Ingram holds it in.
He's got the first down and more than that.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Robinson up the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 77 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And taken down just shy of the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A give left side to Robinson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. to throw. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here we go, here we go. Quick those, Travis. Go, go.
Here's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, look to fight another down. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Jaguars have won the game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jags, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.